This one is gonna go in fast forward. You have never seen me working as fast and hard like this.
Do you like car detailing? Please subscribe Wheeler Detailers, hit the bell icon and watch all our videos.
Hello, thanks again for tuning in on the Wheeler Detailers YouTube channel. My name is Martin, and if you didn't do it already, please help me out and hit the subscribe button to follow us here on YouTube. Also hit the bell icon so every Thursday when we do an upload you get notified ASAP and you don't miss out on any of our car content, detailing content and fun stuff. In this episode we're going to talk about polishing dust. We see here heaps of it, and I think polishing dust is an absolute no-go on parts where you don't see them. You see some rest of polishing dust here on the window. I actually polished the bonnet, the rear part of I polished the trunk lid and the roof. And I think polishing dust is an absolute no-go. And then we see here parts here, which is still quite easy to remove. We'll show you that in a minute. But here we see it's coming already to deeper edges. And polishing dust tends to splatter probably everywhere where you want them. On the wipers, here between the panel gaps. You see it here also on the sides of the bonnet. And also on sides that you probably don't even think of so easily. You see it here. All on these hard to reach areas, also here and here. With proper detailing you're going to do a pre-inspection. And the pre-inspection sheet can also be used as an end control sheet. And with doing the end control we're also going to control and check up all the hard to reach areas if they are clean as well. Because when you're detailing for customers, when the customer picks up the car, thinks it's all nice and tidy, and then he opens the door of the trunk or the bonnet, he sees all these rests of splatter of polishing dust, which I think is an absolute no-go and it's not necessary. So my first attempt to remove polishing dust is with the Metrovac Sidekick handheld blaster and with the best detailing brush. What I want to do here is to put pressure from compressed air together with the bristles and the brush and some agitating to make sure I'll remove the polishing dust from the hard to reach areas. For example here. As you can see, removing polishing dust from a water-based polishing system goes quite fast and quite easily, but I still think that doing this with compressed air and with the brush is most suitable for hard to reach small areas, not for large surfaces. So for example, these window frames are perfect. But to give you an idea, here on a large surface, here on the back panel, it's not such a good idea. So what, for example, can we do then for larger surfaces? If your polished car is in your detailing garage on the lift and you don't want to move it, and you might want to consider a waterless wash product. In this case, I work with Ecosmart. I spray a little bit of Ecosmart in the fibers of my microfiber towel and also on the surface. I'll let it sit for 20-30 seconds. And then I'll just wipe it off in one direction. There we go. And you can see how easily this water-based polishing dust goes into the fibers of my towel. We switch the towel to a clean and dry side and we rewipe it to remove the wax residue that is in the Ecosmart, and we are from there. So if your car is inside and you don't want to move it and you want to do a proper job, you can do the large panels with the Ecosmart and the microfiber towel, and you can do the hard to reach areas and the smaller panels with compressed air, the Sidekick Air Blaster, and with a good detailing brush. Let me finish off here the trunk part. Easy and peasy as that. And I'm gonna give it an extra wipe to remove the wax residue that is in the Ecosmart. If you want to do it really properly, and you have the facility for that, or you can organize to do that, then I would personally always love to rinse, wash, rinse and dry the car after polishing. So I think this is my personal favorite way to go, because with rinsing and washing, I know 100% for sure that I go over all the large panels, I do all the cracks and crevices, and I will dry them as well, blow out with compressed air all the hard to reach areas, and the car is squeaky clean for my next stage in detailing, which may be paint sealing or applying a ceramic coating on top. So let's wash and finish off this BMW. Just pre-rinse the car. So today I'm working with a new shampoo. It's called the Brilliant shampoo from the Pro Elite company from Poland. And it should be diluted per 10 liters water with 50 milliliters of shampoo. So the bucket is completely 19 liters. So every filler gap is between 15 and 20 milliliters. So I'm gonna add 6 caps full to my shampoo bucket. Then always make sure to put your foot on the bucket, don't press too hard, and put your nozzle from the high pressure washer under the water level. To get that ideal mixture of shampoo emulsion in your washing water. So let's give the car a wash. Pick up shampoo, wash part for part, rinse often. Here we go. So wash away all that polishing dust. So where does polishing dust come from? In a polishing cream paste, there is an abrasive on a certain grit scale, and with rubbing the abrasive in the cream, in the paste, the grit scale will break down and will get smaller and smaller and smaller. And from that grit scale becoming smaller and smaller and smaller, aluminium oxide, for example, which is one of the raw materials, the rests of the broken down abrasive needs to go somewhere. And that needs to go somewhere, in this case, is polishing dust on the rear window of my BMW. If you work with water-based polishes, especially the strong ones from Chemicals, the V32 and 334, but also the Manzano 3 and 400, for example, or the 3M Fast Cut Plus, they tend to have a little bit more polishing dust. If you compare it with petroleum-based polishes, for example, like the Kochemi ones or the Maguire's ones, for example, is water-based or petroleum-based a good thing or a bad thing? That depends on the situation. We can make another video on that to give you some more updates and details when you want to choose a certain kind of polishing system, water-based or petroleum-based. But that's kind of a long story, and in this video we're going to move on to clean and release all the polishing dust on the car behind me. We already did some drying videos lately on the Miracle Dryer, so you know the drill from there, and you can watch all the details of drying with your microfiber drying towel. Here we go. This one is going to go in fast forward. You have never seen me working as fast and hard like this. Done with removing the polishing dust from the car behind me. So we showed you 3 methods of doing this. One is with air and with a brush, which is great for all the hard to reach areas, small surfaces. For larger surfaces, if you want to do it without washing, then you can choose a waterless wash, Rewipe or Ecosmart, for example. Spray on the towel, spray on the surface, let it sit for 20-30 seconds, wipe off in one direction and re-wipe with a dry microfiber towel or with a dry side from your existing microfiber towel. My favorite is to make sure you touch everything, give the car an extra wash. It will cost you 20 to 30 minutes, but it makes the rest of the process so much easier and better, because once you're done and the car is ready for ceramic coating, for example, and if you then still find some polishing dust between panel gaps or on lower parts of the car, for example, you have to re-wipe that then again, so the whole ceramic coating process is delaying and delaying, which is not very advisable. So my advice is, if you have the time and you have the possibility to give the car a proper wash after polishing, then let's go for that one. And also, I make mistakes like we've seen here on the inside of the trunk lid. There was some polishing dust there, which I discovered and I immediately wiped off with my drying towel. So yeah, that's about it. I hope these 3 tips help you to improve your detailing work. If you got some ideas, if you think, hey Martin, this is a good idea, I want to share it with you, don't hesitate to do it. Write it here below, send us an email, info@camelguys.eu, or throw it over the WhatsApp function over the website. That's about it. Thank you very much for watching this video. I hope you liked it. If you did so, please give it a thumbs up. It really helps us a lot and it really appreciates a lot for us. Subscribe to the channel and be sure there's a lot of cool content on detailing cars and good times related to cars and detailing coming to you. Sayonara. See you guys and girls in the next video. Bye bye.